Hello you, it's Josh here, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Trailaway Bay, a brand new series on the channel. So today we're going to be starting off by building an absolute ton of roads and basically just getting the area sorted out for around the park. Now this park is going to be a Blackpool Pleasure Beach inspired park, as you may be able to tell by the road layout and just basically the name and that sort of stuff. And part of that is the fact that we're going to be starting in the 1900s right here. Now how this is going to work is every couple episodes we will switch century, so we'll go from the 1900s to the 1910s and etc etc. So of course we're starting off in the 1900s right here, but in a couple episodes we might be in the 1910s and the 1920s. What this mainly means is that the actual park will be progressing through time and we'll be building stuff depending on the time. So for the first like 10 or 20 episodes we won't be building anything other than wooden coasters. Now I'm going to be trying to make this as time specific as possible and realistic, which means, as I've just said, there won't be any steel coasters in 1900 when obviously they weren't available. What this also means is that it will be a bit of a challenge, because as time goes on certain roller coasters will be grade listed, which means that they can't be removed and must be standing but not operating at least. So just like real parks like Blackpool Pleasure Beach, we will have to dodge around these roller coasters and try and fit everything into a small space. So yeah, it's going to be quite challenging. But of course Theme Park Tycoon 2 plots are very small, and when we're adding these massive roads in and trying to kind of build an atmosphere and an area around here, we want a bit more space. So another thing that has never been done before in Theme Park Tycoon 2 is that we're going to be splitting this park across two different plots. So this plot that we're building in today's video is the right plot, but in the next episode we will be building the left plot, and these two will connect up as seamlessly as possible in the game to create one massive park. This does cause some problems because of course you can't share roller coasters halfway across, you know, two plots, but we're just gonna have to try and work around that and try and make it as natural looking as possible, while also, you know, keeping that in mind. Another thing that has never been done, at least to my knowledge, is that we're going to be having a couple roads that actually go through the park. Yes, that's right, there's going to be roads that go straight through the park, which means we will have to bridge over these, and in these early days, in the 1900s and so on, we won't be able to bridge over these with roller coasters, because of course until later we don't have steel supporting and we only have wooden supports, which means bridging over these roads is pretty much impossible until later years. So there's going to be many unique challenges that we're going to be facing in this park, which is why I'm really excited for this, because it's something that no one's ever really done before, and I mean it's just such a huge and interesting project to work on. What's more is 𝗏𝗏's going to be also joining us in this park and collabing with me to create some really cool coasters. Obviously I'm not the best at coasters and I don't really enjoy building coasters, so 𝗏𝗏's going to be coming in and helping us a lot with that, especially in this type of a landscape where everything's really tight and really hard to fit stuff in. He's going to be helping a lot with trying to fit stuff in and try and make smooth coasters despite the small amount of space. So yeah, I hope you're really excited for this series. I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna let you just listen to some music, and there'll be a nice little live section at the end where I'll give you a little tour and show around the park. See you in a couple minutes.
The stars
Also, I'd just like to point out before the millions of comments come through that yes, I am building giveaway signs right here on the road. Now, I know after a bit of research that these were not added until a very much later date. Now, I know that road markings weren't really introduced until the 1920s, but to be completely honest, I just kind of wanted to get a lot of these roads done before we start working on the park, which kind of means that we don't have to work on these in like 4 episodes or so when we're actually getting into the park. So yes, some of these aren't quite time accurate, but I've just done this to make it a little bit easier, and we will of course be adding more into the roads such as stoplights and zebra crossings. Now, I know that they came later in future episodes, but I'm not going to delete these because eventually these will be relevant and will actually supposed to be here. Okay then guys, after 6 hours of building, here we are. We've got an absolute ton of roads finished right here. But I really like how this came out right here. I really like how this all looks. I think I've done a fairly good job, you know. Except from the fact that we've got giveaway signs when there really shouldn't be giveaway signs. It's pretty accurate. But yeah, of course, we've got more that we need to do on here. Like, we need to add street lights on, of course, bins. We need to add our benches in. And we need houses going all the way along here and all the way along here because, of course, there'll be houses going around the edge of the park. Now, of course, when this park actually opened, I guarantee you that these would be filled up by parks or houses, shops, some sort of building. But to be completely honest, I'd rather not spend like 10 hours building houses going all the way along here just to destroy them in a couple weeks. So yes, we're going to be taking a bit of a liberty there because, of course, I'm fine with destroying some stuff, which will obviously change, but I'm not building houses all the way along here. I might build some shops in this little triangle right here because, of course, this is where the actual park will start, in this big plot right here, or maybe just even in the corner of this plot. It won't own this plot or this plot, but because this is such a small area and it will most likely stay as actual buildings right here, I think I'm pretty much fine with building buildings right here and only removing maybe a couple of them in the future. And in the next video, we'll actually be placing in all of our trash cans, all of our lights, benches, seawall, and hopefully we'll also get some of the buildings, if not all the buildings, in right here. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's obviously a brand new series, so I'd appreciate your, support down below and tell me what you think. Here's all the lovely supporters on the screen. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. You can become a supporter for only 99p or $1.30 a month down below by clicking that little join button. You get early access to my videos, early access to showcase your park themes, sneak peeks, and so much more. So if you'd like to support me that little bit extra, make sure to click that join button down below. But anyway, except from that guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified next time I upload. And of course, comment down below what you think that we should build in the park. I'm interested to see what you think. But except from that guys, I'll see you in another video. Goodbye!